No, it's just feel like you don't have any control. You can't fight it or something like that. You just got to let it happen to you a bit. Yeah, so you got to surrender with this stuff. I don't know. It's a hard one. It can be all consuming and just really intense just because it's thin muscle and it's packed full of nerves or something like that. For me, it's sort of, yeah, just never liked this spot in particular here. Like it's just...
We all have our spots on the body. I really don't love getting... Hey guys, Darcy, Ninja, co-owners of Melbourne Muscular Therapies. Today we're focusing on the shoulder, in particular Ninja's shoulder. He's got a little bit of a bung shoulder. It's been going on for a couple of weeks. We had a go last week or 2 weeks ago at the anterior shoulder, got some good results, but I'm gonna show you how we can treat dynamically, get the shoulder moving and open up the capsule behind in the rear part of the shoulder, the posterior part. And stick around to the end of the video. We're gonna head downstairs to the gym and I'm gonna show you how you can do this from home. Okay, so Ninja, we need your side lying. I'm going to focus on rotator cuffs, but most importantly, the compression that you might be feeling in this shoulder capsule and how we can open up that space with dynamic treatment. So just a tiny little bit of wax, all right? And what we're going to do, I'm going to hold Ninja here. If you're a therapist, you need to make sure that you're supporting your client with this arm nice and confidently. You're not, just really soft. Anyway, we can get into that a little bit later, the skills of being a practitioner. Let's focus on how we can dissolve and melt the adhesions that are causing compression in the joint capsule. So what I'm doing there is I'm close to the scap. I'm probably actually a little bit lost there. I probably want to go a little bit higher and into that. That's his rear delt and also a little bit of infraspinatus insertion. So pinning that, I can lift his arm up this way to get rear delt activate, and I can then lengthen it by bringing it down. Ninja's been having a little bit of trouble with internal rotation and pain at the front, and we had to go last week, as I mentioned, through the anterior deltoid, the bicep tendon, the pec, with great results. It worked really well. I'm just showcasing to you as a therapist that there's multiple ways of skinning a cat, getting in and doing different modalities, different treatment styles, okay? And this is a really slow dynamic treatment with a pin. So I'm pinning, I'm probably getting a little bit deeper as time goes on and working through those layers. How's it feel on your end, man?
Yeah, good, man.
Good.
You're hitting some good spots, especially around those attachments. You can really therapeutic sensation.
Yeah. I can feel there that you can see that I'm flicking on something. We don't do this, but as the case, you can see the flickiness through there. That's what I want to focus on. Find the sore spots. This capsule can become dehydrated. And one thing that'll get scarred up, sometimes it's got to do with diet as well. Like there's so much bad calcium that gets stuck in our arteries. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole here, but it can actually dry up your capsules, okay? So treatment like this is encouraging the synovial fluid, which is like the WD-40, or I don't know what they call it in America, but it's like putting a lubricant around the joint. And treatment is now asking for the body to respond by adding some of that lubricant, allowing the joint to glide. Okay, I'm going to do this, bit of external, bit of internal, external, internal. So these rotator cuffs, and I'm just slowly moving my thumb down the shoulder. Now the great thing about dynamic treatment and the reason we resort to dynamic stuff is because of how efficient it can be. You can spend half an hour treatment, 45-minute treatment, treating somewhere, getting your client up, and they're just not quite fixed. Look at that redness there, Leo. You can see exactly where I've gone. Yep. So that's the area. Now I'm going to go a little bit lower. Oh yeah, that is Terry's major. External rotator, internal rotator. And just pin, work, move the shoulder. Yeah, so Dynamic treatment, Ninja loves it. Being a practitioner for over 30 years, he would agree with me here in saying that you can spend 45 minutes treating somebody, not quite fix them yet, they still feel the irritation, the pain, and you can get into that specific spot, wherever they feel it, pin it, and then add some length, shorten it, just create some movement through that tissue to really break up the adhesion, break up the solidness, the solidified tissue. It's a brutal spot, the rear shoulder, these rotator cuffs. The muscles are very superficial. They're quite small in mass in comparison to, you know, a big bicep or a deltoid or a lat. But yeah, well, it's all about creating space in this region. I'm just going to pin that now. So I feel like it's a nasty little spot in there. Don't go too deep. Don't be invasive. Don't create pressure or trauma just for the sake of getting a response from your client. It's actually having a negative reaction. Go deep. Work the layers. Do what you need to do. But yeah, there's always an art to it with bodywork. Oh, man. Whew. Oh.
Fuck, that's
nasty, isn't it?
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
My least favourite part of the body to get treated is in the back of you on the shoulder blade.
I wanted to do a video on this, and he hates it.
It's fine.
What's it feel like? Tell the viewers what you're feeling.
I don't know. It's just feel like you don't have any control. You can't fight it or something like that. You just got to let it happen to you a bit. Yeah. So you got to surrender with this stuff. I don't know. It's a hard one. It can be all consuming and just really intense. Just because it's thin muscle and it's packed full of nerves or something like that. For me, it's sort of just never liked this spot in particular here. It's just
we all have our spots on the body. I really don't love getting my calves. Jace doesn't love his calves. There's always areas. Subscap or psoas for me is, but they're so good. They're probably the areas that you need to lean into and probably get more treatment on.
Yeah.
So I'm just actually doing more of dynamic now with my leg. Just another little way to get creative with treatment. And I'm pulling the shoulder out.
Yeah.
No wax. Having a release of the fascia as much. Oh.
That's good.
Stretch.
Oh, that's fucking sore.
Sore as.
Yeah.
Just honing in on hitting good spots now, guys.
Oh.
Can feel just a little solid substance, like a fibrotic, little shake, little shimmies, little, shaving of that sore spot, break down the scar tissue, just whatever it takes. Using my thumb, you could play around with an elbow. More of a forearm. I'm probably not too pointy there. It's broad. Angling into that capsule. and just moving where it feels like there's sticky points.
Good move, Das.
Good little move.
Sorry. Trying to steal that one from you, I reckon.
Yeah. You guys can use it too.
Oh, man. Feel that in my collarbone.
Oh, good.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, associated pain. You know, sometimes there's stiffness in the body, you know, referring from another point, and this is a trigger point that's referring into the collarbone.
Oh, dear.
All right, Ninj. See all the redness there, where we've been. Rear delts, rotator cuffs, teres minor, infraspinatus, all these internal, external rotators. Our supra we didn't touch. We're going to go downstairs and have a go at our lat smash as well as the teres group. But Ninj, show us how that's feeling. Yeah, how's it feel? Because your pain was all at the front, and look, we do go towards their pain, but I just want to show you something different, some dynamic stuff.
I can't feel it in the front.
Still feel it in the front?
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
Can't feel it in the front, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's good. We've been doing a little bit of lat stretching and that today too. So I reckon
that's helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, adding some length, dynamic treatment. Let's follow me down to the gym. Stay live because it's you check out the camera, check out the clinic. We've got Greg waiting, getting some world-class treatment. All right. Okay, Ninj, I need you to grab a kettlebell, maybe the pink one.
Pink?
Pink.
All right.
Favourite cut.
You're doing live and come down the stairs.
Yep. Nice. Don't cut. All right, so what we're going to do, you got a gym, you got a barbell. Put that at about that height. That's perfect. Ninja, I'll show you it, and then you're going to do it. So this is a myofascial release using a barbell and a kettlebell. So I'm under here. Kettlebell goes over like that. And essentially, you're hitting that space in the lat there, and then you're going to add a bit of a swing. And as I mentioned, if the treatment we just did on Ninj was about creating space in the posterior capsule of the shoulder, this is doing a similar thing, but just becoming a little bit more creative of how you can do things from home and being resourceful, or in the gym. You might need to go to the gym unless you've got a gym at home. But just this swing is adding a dynamic dimension to the release as well. So it's just changing angles and smashing up those solidness. It's fucking sore. Ninja, you have a go, bro.
Do it on the right.
Do it on your sore. Do it on the one that's sore.
Yeah, it'll be cold.
It'll be cold. And yeah, it looks way better with the shirt off. You can see exactly where he's targeting underneath the scap. And yeah, just go towards the pain. Look at the facial expressions. I'm going to do this for about a minute.
You can feel it flipping over and
Yeah.
what you're targeting.
Yeah. What also we're doing there is we're allowing the shoulder to drop down. Okay, so we're actually it's a bit of a distraction. In terms of distraction means creating space in the joint. When we create space in the joint, we're actually allowing things to move through there. So the synovial fluid, and just attracting or allowing some more blood flow with all the great nutrients, collagen, red blood cells, everything that's going to help heal your shoulder that's painful. This would be a really good one for frozen shoulder as well. So if you've got frozen shoulder or any sort of impingement, give it a go. All right, Ninja, change the angle and give him one more little show. So you might want to lean more over it.
Yeah, I was exploring it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at that. Do a pec minor, pec major. Look at that. You're all right, bro.
Bit of lat.
Bit of lat. Yep.
Just that whole crease. And there might be different parts within that crease that you can kind of target. You can lean back.
Yeah. And that barbell's set up with a good height. He's got an 8 kilo kettlebell. And look, it's not going to be comfortable, but lean into the pain. Ninja's got a good old quote that he says that you won't change until the pain of staying the same outweighs the pain it takes to change. So if you want to stay in where you're at, in pain, popping meds, you know, just pushing through each day, acting tough, you know, I'm all right, she'll be right attitude. There's too many Australians like that. I don't know how many of our viewers have that attitude, but get rid of the pain. Pain sucks. Push through it, and sometimes you do need to lean into the uncomfortable myofascial release techniques like this to relieve it. Because, yeah, fuck living with symptoms of shoulder pain. Get rid of it. All right, Ninj. I'll grab that for you. We fixed him upstairs. This is more showcasing how you guys can have a go from the gym. How's that shoulder feel? Brand new?
It was good. It was good, huh?
It was good.
Yeah. Well done, Das.
Well done.
You're a master.
Master. Dynamic treatment, at home myofascial release. If you need some help with it, come in, see one of our practitioners here. And yeah, we're the best in the biz. We love what we do and we want to get you out of pain. See you soon. Thanks for watching.
Get it done.